Well, good evening, greetings, and salutations. This is Passionate Bliss, and I'm here this evening broadcasting live to you from our hurricane evacuation site in Florence, South Carolina. And of course, the whole situation has had me coming up with questions, comments, and useless facts about me. But first, go to my YouTube channel, Passionate Bliss, comment, like, subscribe, and share, and I'll talk to you there. The questions that came up from this whole scenario of the evacuation from the South Carolina Sea Islands during hurricane season, Hurricane Dorian is going to come down there and show out a little bit. And so we're, stepping to the side and letting him do that. But the questions I came up with are these. Are you prepared for the unexpected events in your life? Do you look ahead and plan for the worst while hoping for the best? Do you have hard times? Do you think that hard times show us about ourselves? And do hard times show us about other people? And do hard times show us about society? And my quote for today is this: we cannot stop natural disasters, but we can arm ourselves with knowledge so many lives will not be lost. Okay, and there is such a thing as disaster preparedness, and it's something that I've had to learn over the years because I've always lived on the coast of South Carolina in the beautiful Sea Islands, and so hurricane preparedness and hurricane evacuation has always been a constant in my life, and so I'm prepared for it. I'm prepared for everything, for the hotel fees, the dining out fees, the price gougers who do surface when this happens, and so you have to be prepared. And I know one of the biggest times was Hurricane Katrina, when I saw so many people unprepared. But there are simple things that we can do to prepare. We know already that hurricane season on the East Coast is from June to December 1st. Well, the last day of November. But for us, it's for June to December. But the rest of that time, we have to prepare. One of the things that I have learned to do is to set up a hurricane fund. I have a separate account that a direct deposit that goes to, that I never touch and that I never even look at. I don't carry the card in my wallet at all, And so every month I have X amount of dollars going to that account. If you go ahead and put at least $50 from every paycheck, $100 a month, by the time, hurricane season comes back around, then you have enough money to pay for your hotel. Okay? If you every month go ahead and buy a case of water and just put it aside as hurricane funds. If you have enough to shop every month and spend at least $50 on buying, canned foods and things that you can eat in a hotel, then you can prepare for the hurricane season. And so that's one of the things that I have learned that my mother taught me, is to be prepared. My mother cannot be touched for hurricane preparedness. Okay, we have had shrimp cocktail in a hotel room. And so, and I actually have martinis prepared for my hurricane evacuation. So you can be very prepared for hurricane season, and it doesn't take a whole lot. You can do it little by little, but it's real and it's here, and we have to act like it's there, because what I don't ever want to see is anybody experiencing Hurricane Katrina again. It's unnecessary, because you have time. You have time. Do it every year. Do it every month, and when the time comes, you're ready. And even this year, I beat the price gougers. This year, as soon as I heard that Dorian may come up the coast and may come by South Carolina, I put it on there. If you go to hotel.com's online, even if the Hurricane Dorian makes a change and doesn't come, then you can always slide your hurricane rooms back to October, because hotels.com will let you do that. They will allow you to, if you see that the hurricane isn't coming and you booked all these days, hotels.com online will allow you to slide that room back another month. I have slid my hotel room around three times last year, because the hurricane was coming, then it wasn't. It was coming again. And hotels.com online will allow you to slide your room around as many times as you want. And if this time, if Hurricane Dorian hadn't actually come, I would have slid it back to October, because for the past 2 years in a row, we have had to evacuate in October. So my expectation was October, but I was already prepared for it when it did come. And so, that was my question for the day. Are you prepared for disasters? Are you prepared for the unexpected things in your life? You can be, and it doesn't have to be crippling. And it doesn't have to be a case where you're ever, in a Hurricane Katrina situation where you're on a rooftop begging for help, where you're stranded wanting somebody to come get you. And my governor has ordered that we mandatory evacuate, but sometimes they don't, and people get stuck there. It doesn't have to happen. I hate to see it happen. And but one thing I will say, that as we evacuate, it brings out the best in people. I see people who are asking us wherever we go, are you here evacuating? And they're so kind and they're so accommodating, and they're there for you no matter what the race is, no matter, what your financial situation is. People are very concerned about you when you're evacuating. And so I do see the best in people coming out in these types of tragedies. But the only thing that I would say is the worst in people I see coming out is the price gouging. The price gouging is outrageous, especially for hotels and especially for some of the grocery stores that are selling supplies. The price gouging is the only thing that disappoints me. When you see people running for their life, when somebody's evacuating for a hurricane, they are literally running for their life. And for you to price gouge when somebody is running for their life is just disgusting. And to me, I only see it happening on a corporation level. I don't see individuals, doing that to each other. I don't see, people in general doing that, but I do see corporations doing it. So I will call them on that. The hotels are horrible. I have seen hotels go from $75 a night to $150 a night overnight when a governor issues an evacuation order. I have seen that. The price rates double, and then I have seen them triple at some of the better hotels. So that is disgusting, but you have to be prepared for that. But this year I got them. I got them this year. As soon as I heard about it, I got the rooms booked. So, that you can be prepared. You have to understand, you have to see the pattern, you have to be smart. What is the natural disaster where you live? Because some people, they have, earthquakes. I can't deal with the earthquake because I can't see it coming and I can't prepare for it. Some people have tornadoes. I can't deal with tornado country because I don't know when it's coming. But hurricanes, even though people say, well, why do you live there? Because you're on the coast and you're always having to evacuate. I stay there because it's my home. It's a beautiful sea island and I can see it coming and I can run. So to me, that's part of my preparation. And my questions are these: are you prepared? Try to be prepared. Think about what it's going to be like. Think about what it has been like. And each year you should be getting better and better. And so those are just some tips that I had because of my current situation. And so, everybody, send up good vibes for us. We'll be okay for the next few days. And we appreciate all your heartfelt thoughts and concerns and prayers. And y'all have sweet dreams and wait to find them real. Okay?